Alright, good morning, guys. What's going on, Mr. B? Welcome in. Yeah, I know I said I was going to take the weekend off, but, I don't know, I'm feeling okay today, for some reason. The weather here sucks. We had really nice weather yesterday, and, yeah, today just, not so much. Um, did I load the damn wrong profile? Hold on, let me check. I think I did. I was doing some testing. Yeah, I did. I'm on my Hunter profile instead of my main profile. Let's get that one loaded up. So much quicker without EMB loading in. Yeah, I was doing some on the Hunter. And I'm gonna copy this main profile over too for a different character with a little bit of a different mod. The graphically it's gonna be the same, but we'll be swapping out Valkyrie for Ordinator and a few other things added in. But oh yeah, there goes the locking you out. All right, you guys should be able to see the screen. So yeah, I know I was dicking around yesterday. We had our very first actual death with this character due to one of the Boneyard Keepers. Yeah, because on this profile you shouldn't see the Hunter character. You should just see Rugal, an adventurer comes from Skyrim Unbound Reborn. It always creates an adventurer save, so you can easily get back to, the beginning of the start. You still have to set up your MCM and stuff like that, but that's the official name of the very, very first save it gives you under adventure. So yeah, we're back in the Soul Cairn here. Yeah, what I was doing is I was just playing around, and even though this character is super OP, um, one wrong one wrong hit, or if I don't have my death guards out, um, yeah, it could be big trouble. So yeah, we're also gonna want him. Serana should be with us somewhere. I don't know where she's at. Maybe she'll spawn when we go inside. She was behind me. I want to see a dragon versus dragon. If I can even summon the guy here. I think I can. Let's wait an hour. Can't wait here. Okay, that's fucking perfect. Let's go back out. Usually if I wait an hour, she shows up. But we have to wait for Valerica to, There she is. Alright. Good girl,
I can't
Serana.
believe we found my mother alive.
Yeah.
Well, you know what I mean.
Here. Take some of these burdens off
This
my
better
hand.
not be all the things you just can't be bothered with.
How did you know? She knew. I don't have any bones or nothing like that, but... Oh, we need to keep this. We need to keep this. Torches. I don't want to give her torches. And I don't want to give her... Like, she's got a Daedric axe. Okay, you know what we're going to do? Because I was looting these... like the Bone Men, the Mistmen, and the Wrathmen, and they tend to carry ancient Nordic weapons. So we're going to do this. I could have sworn she had a satchel over here. I guess she doesn't. We're just going to politely leave some stuff. Like that. But we're going to keep the dragon bone, because this is what you loot from the keepers. So one has a battle axe, one has a bow, one has a one-handed weapon, usually a mace. I want to keep those. I may even get rid of the silver sword. This is what we found inside of the Undercroft. Do you have a bone to pick? I do. Yeah. Are we good, Valerica?
The Elder Scroll is just a bit further.
Okay. Out of curiosity, why haven't you pursued the prophecy yet?
Harkon's vision is a world plunged in eternal darkness, where the vampire can flourish, and never again fear the tyranny of the sun. What he fails to realize is how much attention would be called to our kind if the prophecy came to fruition.
That's true. What sort of attention? Yeah.
If eternal night fell, there are many who wouldn't stand for it. They would raise armies in attempts to return things to normal. The order of the day would be our destruction, until every last vampire was hunted down and eliminated.
You know what I've never done though? I prefer living in the shadows. How does she know? How did you know that's pretty much the name of my channel? Bethesda knew way back in 2011. They knew. Well, wait, no, 2012. Sorry, when the DLC came out. So something I've never done that I can remember is coming back for Valerica, but having done the quest fully, the DLC fully on the Dawnguard side. I usually just leave her here, but I have come back for when I do it on the vampire side because she's got her laboratory. But the Dawnguard essentially take over Castle Volkihar. They wipe everybody out. So I wonder what happens. I'd be curious to see if she returns there, or maybe she returns to the. I can't see her returning to the Dawnguard. You know, she's got her laboratory, and that's where she stays. She stays up in her laboratory. That's why you have the fast travel there. Yeah. Oh, Mr. B, I'm not sure if you were in yesterday, but this is the Soul Cairn map. Let's see if I can expand it out. It's not very big, obviously, but it's detailed. This is with the map mod I use, and like it doesn't tell you like what's what, but look how much you can see of it. I can't really get in much further, but I mean, it's really fucking detailed. We're obviously here. We're gonna head into the Boneyard here for the fight, but I mean, you got the major pillars where the keepers were. There's one right there. There's one right there, and I believe was it this one here? Maybe this one. Yeah, because they're all in the north side of the tower. And then this is your portal to come back to the portal that she created. And obviously there's the breach in the wall. Hey Nox. So the map mod is called A Clear Map of Skyrim and Other Worlds. It's on Nexus. The nice part about the mod, it's in my opinion, I've been preaching this since I started using it. It's the best map mod on Skyrim. It's got support for Falskar, for Worm's Tooth, but it also I think there's a few other like DLC size quest mod add-ons that it will support. They're all in the foam mod. You just get to pick which ones you have installed, or it may auto select them if it recognizes the plugin that you have, because typically the map's going to come after your DLC size stuff, right? It also gives you full maps like this. So the Soul Cairn's one, the Forgotten Vale is another one that doesn't have it. Black Reach, which doesn't really have a map to view, and Solstheim. And if there's any other, it's got an option to remove the cloud cover, just like the Clear Map add-on that Chesko has on his Equality World map page. Wait do you? I don't know if you've seen it, Nox. If you've seen what Skyrim looks like, but you pretty much get full 360-degree rotation as well. Look at this. And then of course the mouse does start to slow down, but you get full rotation. And tilt is obviously at a 90-degree angle. Now there's two parts to the mod. There's a main mod file number 1, and then there's going to be the road generation tool. So the road generator, otherwise like your roads won't show. So see how there's like a little path here? The paths won't show. So you have to generate that, but it's real easy to do. So what I do is I finish my setup. And then when I'm going to, what I do, like I consider like my LOD generation section, which basically starts with SSE LOD gen, or XLOD gen, right? I generate my terrain LOD with XLOD gen, right? Right after I generate that, I run the roadmap tool. And all you do is you would create a folder right off the root of, whatever drive that you have your, like your, like for me it's like C SSE loggen output is what I call it, right? That's where, my created terrain log files go. I just point the tool, it gives you a little option. It says, where do you want the files to be generated? You want to point it to your terrain log. So you would just choose that folder, and it gets merged right in perfectly. And it takes less than a minute to generate the roads and everything. Yeah, best map mod on Nexus, hands down, hands down. Yeah, it's called a clear map of Skyrim and Otherworlds. If you just type in a clear map, it should pop up. You'll see too, and the generator tool, I think it's called ACMOS for short. It'll be a manual download. So you're going to want to put that in like a modding tools folder because it's technically a tool. You have to run it as an executable just like you would TextGen or Dindulot or, Xedit, Synthesis, all those other things. Real easy to do. Real easy to do. What's up, Relics? Yeah, clear map of Skyrim and Otherworlds. And what I like to do is because the maps tend to get added to your setup early on. So with Mod Organizer, and I'm assuming Vortex gives you the option to, like, how you write like a sticky note for yourself. So I always write a note to reinstall the mod at later date because if there's any other patches you may need, you don't want to forget about them. Or if you just, if you just remember, great. But I always leave a note for myself. Like I may switch out, maybe I put like Falskar and Wormstooth on, but I didn't put the Grey Cowl of Nocturnal. Like I'm just hypothetically saying, I think it supports it, but I don't know. I can't remember, to be honest. You'd have to check the mod page. But maybe I put it in again before I finish my setup, and then I'd have to just reinstall the mod itself. But it's in a nice faux mod. You just pick the stuff that you want the map for, and then when you get to the end, when you're doing your generation for the roads, that's it. Look, I mean, even the details. See these little pools? These are those, what look like portal pools that you teleport from, or the ones that are just there. So this is for the Soul Cairn. There's the place where you come in from Valerica's lab. I don't think I can get down any further. In Skyrim you can. But it's, I mean, look how detailed this is. This is the Boneyard. This is where we're at. We're gonna fall, and this is the little place where Durnavir's got the broken word wall inside there, and here's all the other buildings here. It's got everything. It's got everything. And the cool part about this is that based on the time of day and the weather, the map, like if it's at nighttime, your map's gonna look darker. If it's clear in the daytime, your map's gonna be nice and clear and bright. If it's raining, you'll sort of see a rain effect, or it'll look kind of as if you were looking at a map, like holding it out in the rain. Same thing with the snow. It's really, really cool. Is it worth switching? Oh, 100%. 100%. The only people that shit on this are people that strictly use paper maps for immersion. I'm doing air quotes over here. But as far as in terms of like functionality, this is by far the best map mod going. Hands down, nothing beats this. This I've said it before, I'll stick to my guns. This renders Chesko's Equality World map completely useless. Because it does everything that mod does, and when he ported that mod over, two versions of it, the Vivid, like the two most popular ones, the Vivid one and the Flat Roads one, were still Form 43, so you have to go into the creation kit and resave the plugin as a Form 44. So, and I mean, it's an older mod too. I mean, there's still good mods. Like I'm not shitting on his mod. You know what I mean? But over time, people make better things. This is one of them. Yeah. Now, like, you can't switch mid-play because Chesko's mod, unfortunately, runs constantly in the background with the scripting. So you'll wind up breaking your save. So, new game. Best advice I can give you. That was one of the downsides to his mod on console. Was people were having lag, but they're like, but I don't have any city overhauls. Yeah, because you're running a quality world map and it's constantly running in the background. I think somebody came out with the fix for it, but it really didn't do much. So, anyway.
Me and stay close. Keep your eyes open for Durnevere.
Okay. Are we actually going in this time? Serana is here. She's making potions. You're supposed to be coming in. Well, she's not. You know what? Maybe she'll catch up if I get further in. Alright, here we go. Let's get the boys out. And let's see if we can even summon them. Dragon battle! Shit, I don't want him to hit me with Drain Vitality, which he will do. He's got a lot of health. Alright, let's do this. You little bastard. That's my guy. Sit down. There's Durnevere. Now sometimes they'll fight each other. Oh, they're all coming after me, huh? You little shits. Fine. You're asking for it. I wonder if he killed Dylan there. That's the problem. Damn. I don't know where the other ones are at. Oh, he did. Shit. He might kill me. That's gonna kill me. I got one Death Guard left. Alright, I gotta transfer back. I gotta see if I can heal myself up a little bit. Yeah, because their arrows do damage. And while I'm at it, I'm gonna recast Ebony Flesh. Now, can I bring him back out is the question. Yes. We'll let the Death Guards handle. And, he's almost gone. He's gonna sit down here somewhere. We'll just Void Bolt him. See my dragon sitting up there now? You one of mine? No, you're not one of mine. Sit down. Watch Durnover get a taste of his own medicine. Oh, we got him. Good job, boys. Sorry, I wasn't. I was paying attention to the fight, not the chat. Sorry about that, guys. What's up, Jealous? Did I decide to mesh all the colors together? Yeah. How'd you know? See, you're a smart guy like that. You're a smart fella. Not a fart smeller. If I say that again, somebody shoot me. I ripped that off from Family Guy. Where the hell is Valerica? Tell me she didn't fall in. Yeah, because neither her nor Serrano were in here. And I can't open it without her. We can't be taking anything. Yeah, they weren't in here for the battle. Probably because of my death guards. Alright. He does look badass with Dragon Aspect on. Look at that. Yeah, they weren't here. Neither one of them are here. How dare you play a game and not give me attention? I know, right? Rude. They're probably just standing right here like, oh, you guys, you fought the battle already? Yeah, that's good. Good for you. Oh yeah, look at her.
Forgive my astonishment.
And there's
but I never
Durnevere.
thought I'd witness the death of that dragon. Volumes written on Durnevere
Sa
allege
Serrana's
that he
probably
can't be
still over
slain
there
by
making her
normal
potions.
means. It appears
That's the
that
weirdest thing.
I'm
I've never seen that. Oh, she's right behind her.
Unless the soul of a dragon is as resilient as its owner's scaly hide. It's possible that your killing blow has merely displaced Durnevere's physical form while he reconstitutes himself.
Yeah, he reconstituted himself on that perch right behind you.
Minutes, hours, years.
I think it was
I
seconds.
can't even begin to guess.
Turn around, you'll
I
guess.
suggest we don't wait around to find out. Now, let's get you the Elder Scroll and you can be on your way.
I would have liked to. Good. Follow Valerica. Let's wait an hour so those boys drop. How about oh wow.
What did you want?
Yeah, I want the damn Elder
Quickly,
Scroll.
this way.
Okay.
Come on. She's leading us to the scroll.
No, she's standing right there. Do I have to like... I'm gonna save because I know I'm gonna regret this. I may need to give her a little bit of a nudge.
What did you want?
Alright, now maybe if I do this quick enough, she won't hate me. Oh, I don't oh, I do. Yeah, see? Look, you're fine. No, you're not. Alright, well, let me try going in again. Talk about bugs, right? She's gonna stand there till the end of time, isn't she? I have nothing touching AI, either. Nothing at all. Alright. Can I run into her? Come on.
What did you want?
The damn Elder Scroll.
The Elder Scroll is just ahead.
I know. I saw it. It's locked.
Come on. She's leading us to the scroll.
I'm gonna slap you. How about you slap your
Come on.
mother?
She's leading us to the
Let's see.
scroll.
Here. Need you to do something.
Oh, all right. What is it?
Here.
What is it?
You attack your mother.
Where'd you come from?
Oh, don't come after me.
Leave me be.
Thank you.
You can make Serana attack her mother. Nothing like a family feud, right?
Tough day for you.
Tough day for you. I'm probably gonna have to reset this. Yeah, because Durnavir is even up. Alright, let's reload. Which means I'm probably gonna have to. Well, there's no. It doesn't say lock on there. That's the problem. I don't know why she's just standing here. I'd like to get down here without having to talk to Durnavir, but he's gonna talk to me regardless, right? So. We just try something else.
What did you want?
Okay. Well, I guess we're gonna have to look up the quest ID, aren't we? Wouldn't be Dawnguard without a few bugs, would it?
What did you want?
Unless I have to talk to her
As
about
you've
everything.
been traveling in the Soul Cairn, your body has become attuned to it.
Oh, great.
Let's just say a tiny part of you rubbed off on it, and in its place, a bit of the Soul Cairn.
Yeah, I'm looking up the
filled
quest
void.
now.
You should find no difficulty using the portal any longer.
So let me see. She won't move and open the door. Okay, it's like one of the top search things, I guess. Unless somebody knows the... Add the move to player. Okay. So let me see. So it's... Can I... What's she? She's 0200, yeah, so she's 3 BBB. Oh, I'll click on her. Control C. Might not work. Alright, let's try
Follow
just...
me. This way.
Alright, let's try going into the boneyard. I'll do the move too and see if she still moves. If she doesn't, then I'm gonna have to figure something else out. Okay. So, because Serana's not in here either, so... So, Valeric is, what, 0200 3 B8B? I have a copy-paste plugin, I believe. I think. Yeah, compile script. Maybe I have to put one. Does it move to dot player? Could not parse this. Ref ID. So her ref, yeah, well, oh no, the ref is different. Okay, got it. 0200 3B 8E. Cannot parse. Let's try this. Move to player 8E. Script was not saved. Okay. 8E1. Nope. Yeah, no dot. So move to player, there's a ref. 0200 3B 8E. see here. I could just console the chest. Probably. I would assume that works if it's locked. Let's try it. Worst case is it doesn't, right? Yeah, totally not going the right way. There's her little thing. I'm not even paying, because I'm paying attention here. You type, oh, PRID? Wow, console. So what's hers? Sounds online. Oh, there she is.
What did you want?
Alright, come on. Thank you, by the way. Yeah, I never used that command before. I don't think we need
What
anything.
did you want?
Want to take that. Let's update the quest. You notice Serana's not in here either. But quest is essentially
Now
done.
that you've retrieved the Elder Scroll, you should be on your way.
Alright, so you're staying here?
I have no choice. As I told
You had to
you
go
before,
through the same thing
I'm
too?
a daughter of Cold
Yeah,
Heart.
and like,
If I return to
I'm curious about something. And this is going to go into the cleaning of the masters conversation. So, I always clean the masters, and you know, Dawnguard gets the additional manual cleaning, which I've done time and time again. Same process, same everything. This is the first time I've ever seen this happen. I don't know if it happens without doing it, because everybody I know that plays modded Skyrim, like regardless of the version, has gone through the same process of cleaning the masters. It's pretty much accepted. Although I've heard other people say now that you shouldn't do it. Of course, I think that was Arthmore that made a big stink about not cleaning it when before it was. I don't know. But there's like undeleted references in I think all the base ESMs. Like nav issues and things like that. There's a mod to teleport NPCs. Hey Dar, what's up? If you don't want to use console commands. Mod's called Get Over Here. I'll have to look into that.
Riel.
I typically like when I'm doing a play, like I typically don't do stuff like this. The only time I'll use console commands is to just give myself items. Anything that's gonna involve like advancing a quest, I'm always hesitant because again, and this goes back to talks with like using console commands during a play, it could fuck things up, it could mess up scripts, blah blah blah. But usually this is kind of like my go-to. Like I'll do it. I've never experienced like game-breaking things where like a save got corrupted. I can't even tell you if I don't think I've ever had a save get corrupted on me for any reason.
This is Harkon's likelihood of bringing the tyranny of the sun to fruition.
All right. Yeah, we may never return.
After what I've put
I might
Serana
leave you here.
through, I would understand if she never wished to see me again. I leave that decision in your hands. Remember that Harkon is not to be trusted. No matter what he promises, he'll deceive
So
you
now
in order to get
we're
what
basically
he
gonna have
wants.
2 undead
And
dragons.
promise me you'll keep my daughter safe. She's the only thing of value I have left.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Let's go out and talk to the big bad nasty. Good old Durney. I only use like the TMM0 to hide all map markers or TFC. Yeah, like I use those too. Stuff for like taking screenshots or whatever.
I wish you could come with us.
Well, we may come back for us, Ron. I don't know. This will be interesting.
Stay your weapons. I would speak with you,
They're stayed.
Qundarin.
Yeah, I thought you were dead like me. Well, undead.
Cursed, not dead. Doomed to exist in this form for eternity. Trapped between Laas and Enoch. Between life
Oh yeah, I know Saran has dialogue.
and death.
I've just done this so many times, I already know what she's gonna say. So why are we speaking?
I believe in civility among seasoned warriors. And I find your ear worthy of my word.
It was cool to be able to summon another dragon to fight his hordes of minions. There's just so many bone men and wrath men on the field that I couldn't tell which ones were I knew which ones were my death guards, they're the biggest ones.
I therefore honor
But it's fun to just mess them all up with Cyclone. They all get tossed up in the air and thrown around. Yeah, I found you equally worthy. I'm able to summon a dragon who summons things. You do the same. We're both sort of dead.
Your words do me great honor. My
Somebody like Durnevere would be the only one that Rugal would sort of really respect. I guess if you can call it that.
I merely wish to respectfully ask a favor of you.
What kind of favor?
For countless years I've roamed the Soul Cairn in unintended service to the Ideal Masters. Before this, I roamed the skies above Tamriel. I desire to return there.
Alright, what's stopping you?
I fear that my time here has taken its toll upon me.
I've also never talked to him in my Lich form. I've been a Lich. I've just been in my mortal form. So I thought this would be pretty cool.
If I ventured far from the Soul Cairn, my
We'll grab a
strength
screenshot.
would begin to wane until I was no more.
And how can I help with that?
I will place my name with you and grant you the right to call my name from Tamriel.
I wonder what opinions the Ideal Masters have with Lich.
Side
Oh,
as
I'm
your
sure they would
Prime
value a
Master.
Lich's soul way more than they do
Your
Valerica's, or
and
any
teach you my
Master
food.
Vampire. Purely on the merit that Liches technically can't die, ever. Vampires can die. I think they'd put a steep price on somebody like Rugal here. Especially, you know, if they were able to harness power like his. Could you imagine what they would do? Of course, I also think he'd be able to destroy the Undeal Masters pretty easily.
Trivial in your mind, perhaps. For me, it would mean a great deal. I don't require an answer, Qundarin. Simply speak my name to the heavens when you feel the time is right.
That sky is pretty cool. Also, one of my favorite shouts right here. Yeah, literally all the souls. They'd have access to all 50 black souls that are in my phylactery, as well as any souls that I may have slain. How did you end up here?
There was a time when I called Tamriel my home.
I could turn my light
But
on, I
those
guess.
days have
My little
long
lantern.
since passed.
Quick light.
The Dova roamed the
Actually, it looks
skies,
nicer with it off. I like the
vying for their
ambiance.
small slices of territory that resulted in immense and ultimately
Kind of makes you wonder what the
fatal
Ideal Master's souls would be like. I would assume they'd be black souls. But could you imagine trapping, like soul trapping one of the Ideal Masters? That would be interesting. It's too bad they don't make an appearance. Well, as far as physical form, anyway.
I was. But unlike some of my brethren, I sought solutions outside the norm in order to maintain my superiority. I began to explore what the
They are.
Deva call Elok Dilan,
You know,
the ancient forbidden
Relics,
art
while we're on the
that
subject
you
of the Ideal
call
Masters,
necromancy.
I don't know how familiar you are with, if you've watched anything by Couch Warrior over on YouTube, but if you go to his Ashes series on his playlist, right? Now this is years ago. I want to say it's, geez, 5 years, 6 years ago, maybe. In the Ashes series, he has a character called Shadling, which, ironically enough, I'm going to recreate and do a play with here relatively soon. It's sort of like an ode to him because he's one of my favorite characters. Couch Warrior did an amazing job with him. But in this series, I don't want to spoil too much if you're into stuff like this. It's really, really heavy role play and voice acted and all this other stuff. But he goes there with like these crystals that are in that absorb your health, and he actually defeats one of the Ideal Masters. Now this is, granted, this is, a person's view of what they feel the Ideal Masters would look like in mortal form if they were to, take a mortal form. You still can't see their faces, but I'll leave it to you to watch that. So, but it's very, very heavily based on the Soul Cairn, not particularly for that reason, but for the Ideal Masters trying to gain control of this one character's soul. So, and yeah, his link is it's Couch Warrior TV on YouTube, but it should be linked on my About page here. Definitely recommend it. He's pretty much the inspiration why a lot of us got into streaming or creating characters and stories and things like that. Although I've been playing this game since launch, but I've also been subbed and following him for years. So.
The Ideal Masters
The
assured
series
me
is
that
called
my
Ashes.
powers would be unmatched.
And
That I
it's in a,
could raise
like, he also created, it's what he calls the Lorcan Saga. So it's a series of series that are intermingled. So the characters from one series will appear in another. And then in the last series that he did, which still isn't finished yet, by the way, we're waiting on him to come back to finish, is called Ascendance, where all of the characters, basically what he did for his headcanon roleplay was have a dragon break occur. And again, I'm not going to say much else because I don't want to, spoilers and things like that. But he had his own version of a dragon break occur, and he's just super talented. Like, I know some people don't like to watch just others roleplay, but it's a lot less game mechanics and a lot more strict roleplay. So like his Shadling character starts off, when you first meet him, he's level 50 or 51 at that point. But that was done on purpose because, and you'll see why, and he explains why. He's just a really, really cool character. Yeah. So it's in the Ashes series, but it's also in Ascendance. Ascendance is the last one. There's a couple. So there's Ashes, Rune Runner, Barbarian. What's the other one? There's 5 of them before Ascendance. He's got it listed though. If you go to his YouTube, they should be. Well, they're not going to be in order, but he's got a playlist. So if you were to go to, I think it's just couchwarrior.com, couchwarriortv.com. Yeah, I'll have to. Well, once you go to his YouTube channel, he should have all his links there. And it's the Character Crusade Discord, by the way. So people here are all part of that as well.
Of the undead.
Definitely cool for
In
story
return,
mode.
I was to serve them as a keeper until the death of the one who calls herself Valerica.
Yeah, and they didn't tell you she was immortal, huh?
I discovered too late that the Ideal Masters favor deception over honor, and had no intention of releasing me from my binding. They had control of my mind, but fortunately they couldn't possess my soul.
They're running at 153 frames. And is that why you're free now?
Free? No. I have been here too long, Quanarin. The Soul Cairn has become a part of what I am.
Serana does have her dagger
still.
still.
I can never fully call Tamriel my home again, or I would surely perish. I only hope that you will allow me the precious moments of time there, through your call.
I'm glad we found the scroll, Levi.
Make a save.
I wish you could come with us. I feel terrible for the dead who end up here for eternity. Seems awful, like they're still suffering.
Alright, do you know anything else about this place?
Just what my mother told me. I've also studied a little bit on my own, but there's not much. When something is trapped in a soul gem, and then the energy is used for powering an enchantment, the remnants are sent here.
Any type of soul gem?
Well, I think it's specifically the black ones. I don't know if the Soul Cairn takes just any leftovers.
Ah. Does anything else live here?
Look at this place. Do you think anything would want to live here? The only things that can survive here are the Ideal Masters, the undead, and the souls themselves. Well, if you want to call that living.
I also noticed something going into the boneyard. I didn't have that grass issue that everybody seems to have. Where the grass seems like it's floating. Do you guys ever go in there and you just have to hit TG to toggle your grass off for the fight and then turn it back on afterwards? I didn't have that this time, which was interesting. And I always thought it was a LOD issue, but I run my LODs the same every single time. I run 3D Ultra LODs. So... let's revert back. Because I want to learn those. So we've already defeated Mirak, for those that don't know. Which is why I have a staff. I didn't console it to myself or anything like that. So I have I have 14 left, so we're going to grab these. We're going to get Durnavirs. I do want to get Soul Tear. Although I have a version of Soul Tear in spell form, which is called Devour Soul. But it doesn't work on the doesn't work on anything in here. So let's make another save. Actually, let's go back in Lich form. That's the other downside to that, is you can't favorite this. Because when you're it's cooldown. Damn it. Also, for those wondering, I know I didn't collect all the pages for Jib's Opus. It's only because I'm not doing like a completionist thing. I don't even have Legacy installed in this particular setup. Mainly just for the character. I could have, but... I didn't see him as being, like, having anything to do with like a museum or like relic hunting or doing anything for Orion, yada yada, so... decided to leave it out. I love the mod. You know, I have nothing but great things to say about Legacy. It was just one of those things where a lot of extra patches. I consider this a small list. We're at 521 total mods, which is for me like barely scratching the itch of modding. But I may add it in for another character in the future with kind of the same graphical setup. Like I said, I'm really happy with the graphics so far with this. And also, you know, not to have to run an EMB, which my rig can absolutely handle an EMB. I have a pretty beefy setup, but I really don't feel like it's needed with this. This is pretty happy. Did we pick anything up to disenchant? I don't know. Enchanting's at 100 anyway. Anodization. Yeah, absorbs armor. Scorching Blast. That's interesting. Okay. Well, I mean, it gets a couple things out. So, Serana?
Yes?
I know she's got some dialogue. We got to get some stuff
Alright
back to
then.
our home. Well, to my home. Just stash some stuff away. I don't know if we've been out to the balcony yet. Maybe we have. Quick way down. Quick way out of here.
Let's get indoors.
Oh, we
Or
didn't.
in a cave. Anywhere, just out of this.
What's that? There's always a bloody tankard right there. I wonder who's up there messing around. Probably Harkin. There's not one on this side. Alright, well, let's hop up. Oh, I do have it on the favorites. Drop zone. Wonder if I picked up the stuff from the birds I killed. Are they still here, or did they disperse already? Yeah, it looks like they dispersed. Alright, you gonna catch up, Saran, or what? Let's remuffle up. We may actually need the blessing of Manny Marco again. I don't know how much time I have left with that. Yeah, 15 minutes. So we'll travel back. Once we get to Northwatch Keep, we can take the carriage
I'm no fan of the sun.
to Karthwaste, and that's probably the easiest way to do it. We did wipe out Northwatch Keep. Like I said, for those of you that don't know the backstory of Rugal here, he was a Thalmor agent who embraced vampirism to extend his life and further his his magical studies and things like that. To which the Thalmor were really not too obliging in that regard. So they gave him an option. They said you can choose death or you could choose exile from the Somerset Isles. So, they gave him his chance to get out and never come back, which he took. And where are we going? Karthwasten. I think it's the closest one. To which obviously he was upset at first, and grateful that they at least let him leave sort of under his own accord. Being exiled, though, was something pretty difficult for him. Always need the marker for this. We can go up over this way. But being the vampire for basically the first 32 levels of this, the people have no problem with him being a lich due to advances with the Black Souls and the Phylactery thanks to classical lichdom. Now, how did I get up there the last time? I think it was around here. Yeah, this way. And then he just decided that, hey, any chance I get, I'm going to seek my revenge. Which means taking out Thalmor patrols. We do have to infiltrate the embassy. Which is literally the next thing to do with Delphine. There, you can see the portal right there. See the snow? Snow looks good. And I haven't worn the elven backpack in quite some time, but we had to put it on. I had too much stuff. Those Dragonbone weapons are heavy, but for right now, they're the only 3 that I have. So we'll store them in. We'll sell off some other stuff to Rake in here, who's just Just kind of hanging out.
Sirrah,
I think that's how you pronounce his name.
let's make a deal.
Which I believe he has the same dialogue as the Dremora Merchant. So I'm gonna actually hold on to these 10 arrows. I got these arrows with the bow from the keeper that I looted. Elven arrows we hold on to. Silver sword I don't need. Staff of Runevald is unique. What else do you have? We have the Apotheus stuff. Band of Frozen Time, you could have that, you could have that. I want the shield. You could have Hoarfrost. You could have Lightbearer. You could have the Ring of Mania. Ring of Virulence. Yep. You could have that, you could have that. And we're going to keep the Royal Armor. Anything else I picked up? Amethysts. She's got 2200. Diamonds. I'll sell all 6. We need the ruby. I did pick up Conjure Bone Man. I think I'll learn that. And normally I don't have any stuff on me. I have a pretty low carry weight.
Mafala Clocu.
Fair enough. And into Mistrest. Then we'll get the Blessing of Manny Marco and I guess continue on with Dawnguard. 10. Alright. So, yeah, this is Mistress. This is an Eleonora home. Outside there too, as well. So, Staves don't like to be here. But we should be able to handle the Dragonbone stuff, right? Like the mace. Does it not want to? That's the darndest thing. Let's take Mirak's sword. Is that the only other one that... Wow. Okay, that sucks. Spellbreaker, Wabbajack. Sanguine Rose. Interesting. We broke stuff down. Let's put some ingredients away, because I don't really keep these for the most part. I don't really collect ingredients, it's just stuff I picked up in there. And then we'll go upstairs. And I'll put the rest of the stuff away. This is Falx Carius' gear. Which looks really cool. If you're playing any type of Imperial or like Legion style character, or you know, a battle mage, this is some pretty decent gear. There's no enchantments on it. You can, you know, self-enchant. I have 2 sets of the Archmage stuff. Others that I put in here, so yeah, just the boots and the robes. The cultist stuff, and then here's Mirak's stuff. Vermina's Devotion we have. Weapon basket. I don't have too much in here. Bloodskull Blade, the Champion's Cudgel. Because just it, and the Exquisite Elven Blade. I forget who we got this from. Maybe Talvis or somebody else gave this to us. I don't know. Lord Pablito, welcome in. Gonna get a hydrate. Absolutely. It's the rest of my coffee. Yeah, doing pretty good today, man. Hope you're well. I woke up like at a ridiculous hour. Oh, bows don't actually go in here. I know. And neither does the staff. Do I not have anything else? I just put it up there? Okay. Or maybe they do. Maybe this is one of her homes that she doesn't, Yeah, I kind of wish there was a few more things, but... was there anything in there that we picked up that we could place? I don't think so. Okay, yeah, I guess everything is going in the weapons. So there's boots, gloves, uniques, unique armors. Oh, unique weapons. Alright, let's do that. I don't really consider the Drainheart stuff unique because there's multiples of them. So Bloodskull Blade. Mirax Sword is unique. We're not using that. And then for the weapon basket, sure. Dragonbone Bow, arrows. And then we have a staff. So, keeping that one. Staff of Runevald can go in. I'm probably going to sell this. It is 20 weight. What else do I have in my inventory? Oh, the Apotheus stuff, right? Gloves, boots, shoes. Hoods and helmets. Yeah, there's Deathbrand. I consider the Apotheus stuff unique. Not that there's... I found all this. This was all from the Sleeping Tree camp. And the Vampire Royal Armors I consider unique. I think that version looks badass too, the pauldrons. Then what do we have? Shields. Dragon Bone Shield, right? Dragon Scale Shield. Yeah, looks like we're back to 208, right around 200, right where we're supposed to be. So let's read the book. I think we could store a couple books. We'll learn the Bone Man, even though I'm not going to use it. Any additional jewelry, things like that? I have it in this strongbox, I think. Yeah, Azadal's Ring of Arcana. Some unique things I have over here. And I honestly, I'm not using the Amulet of Zenithar to sell. I have, look at my money. I'm almost at 100,000 septums. We do have to go to the college. The question is, do I want to make the money back? I have to train a few levels in restoration. But there's really nothing here I can sell. I'll hold on to it for now. Okay. So skills, we're level 49, 4 perks. Yeah, restoration needs to be trained up to 70, and then I can take Necromage. And wait till you see what that does for me, considering I'm flagged as undead. Same as it does for a vampire. Can we store any more books on this? 7. So let's get the journals. We got one more, huh? 7. This one filled up? 0 books. There's some things here that don't have weight. I'm going to store these elsewhere. We need those. Didn't read it yet. Need that, need that. Need that. Need that. Okay. And we have a few more left. Could have sworn there was like a journal. Oh, yeah, the black books, all 7. And funny enough, the Mythic Dawn commentaries was in Apocrypha, but during the Undeath quest, not during Dragonborn. Haster and Drasky, welcome guys. So I just learned that if you hover over plugin amount in MO2, you will see a breakdown. Oh yeah. Yeah. The one you want to be concerned with is ESM and ESP count. ESL, like the other ESPFEs, don't count towards your limit. So ESM and ESP, I think it's like ESM/ESP. That total's the one you want to really take into consideration, because that's the one that's going to count towards that 254 limit. This is Tirishan, Hester. This is Eleonora's. Let's put the journals in this. Hold on, does she have... Is that an activatable? No, it's not. And it's weird you can't... Oh, alright. Are her activators just that off? Her hitboxes? I've been... Yeah. I don't have another weapon now. Well, here, let's put this Daedric bow. If I can. Alright. That way I get to keep it. We'll use this one for stupid things like this. Dawnguard equipment, declaration of war, for sale, formula bone mold. We have to hold on to that. Jib's opus. Oh, they're quest items. So's that. That's not. That's a quest item. Need that. Treasure maps I don't give a shit about, and the writ of sealing I don't care. So now we can take off the silly backpack. We can also save. So apparently, yeah, those other two don't have a hitbox, or it's above or below. Wow, see, I don't know. No clue. Oh, Haster, thank you for the shout out to Drasky. Much appreciated, my friend. So yeah, you guys missed, why do I have the Reclink spears on? Do you see that? I think it's because I equipped the bow. Why did it default to Elven? Why it defaults to the weakest spear? Is that how that works? It's odd. So where are we gonna head to? We need to head over to daytime. 2 in the afternoon, huh? Do you notice Serana's not with me? She should be. Oh, there she is. See her coming? I was gonna say, she didn't make it back from the Soul Cairn. There she is. Taking your sweet ass time there, girl. Come on, this way. Yeah, right? That axe is too heavy. You're used to that dagger. That axe has poison on it, though. It's pretty cool. See the little... Well. Yeah, you can see the green glow on it.
Right out here.
I know,
How
it's...
you stand it.
It's... Don't worry about it. I can stand it. Alright, let's just go right to the carriage stop. Oh, and I haven't showed you guys the Skyrim map. I should. So it looks very, very similar, right? But let's go to Whiterun. So that's my Whiterun. And if you have mods in, it'll pick up those mods when you generate everything. So like if, say, where's Silent Moons? Right here. So say you run the Serenity Silent Moons camp, like the one that makes it like a massive freaking fort, you'll see all that on your map. You can get really, really detailed with it. Let's go to High Hrothgar. There's the monastery. And you can see, it even picks up the 3D steps by Matthew for High Hrothgar. It picks these up as well. So little things like that, you know. You want to see the courtyard? There's the courtyard. You got 360-degree rotation. There's the little towers the monks will go into. Does it even show the path up to get to Parthenax? Yeah, it looks like right here. There it is. Yep. Now the markers are going to look different, but where's the word wall? Oh, shit, that's probably the hardest thing to find on here. Maybe because I haven't been there yet. I think this is it. Anyway, but you guys get the idea, right? Riften. Let's see. Let's go. Where are we going? Turn myself around here. Yeah, I'm in the wrong spot. Let's go to the Rift. So yeah, Golden Glow Estate. The Falder's Tooth, maybe? I don't know. We haven't done a lot back here. But yeah, you can see right in. See those little stairs that the mouse is on? Because of the Riften mod I'm using that allows you to get up on top of the buildings and things like that. Um, it shows those as well. They get generated. Right? It's insane. And the forts, this is coming up. What's that fort? Fort Greenwall? Right there. Where's Iverstead? Right here. Iverstead. So you can see the boat. If you run like a different mod, so there's the inn. This is all modded with I think the Great Village of Iverstead. Right? Trees on the map and everything. You can go up to the college. Shrine of Azura. Which we haven't been to yet, but you can get in there pretty good to see. Alright, see a ghost. Winterhold, I do have Winterhold modded as well. Same with the college is modded. Everything out here. Where's what's his name? We haven't been to Septimus's outpost. I forget which one it is. This one, I think, right? I want to say it's this one, but I don't remember offhand. You guys get the idea, right? Dawnstar. So if you have, yeah, there's Castle Volkihar. Got the little vampire. And you got her balcony, of course. But because of, like, so there's a different, when you're running the terrain mod, there's a few options to choose from. So I always choose the middle one. There's Pale Pass, which we haven't been to Bruma yet, but we will be, maybe. But there's the tower, there's the gate, and then this will cover Bruma as well. So, but I needed to check where we have to go to. Here. So the closest place is Kynesgrove. Perfect.
Rocks and valley, crevices and hiding places.
All right. Let's go. Oh, we should. Well, we'll go to the college later. I want to get the blessing first. Then once we get Necromage, as if he needs to be more powerful, right? The Necromancers spawn here? What's up, little fox? Out of the way. Doesn't look like it. They were here the last time I came. They're usually... Beautiful view. Yeah, we also haven't prayed to him either, so... Let's just gain his blessing. So we have that for a little while longer. You can see the skeletons. I wonder if the carriage driver picks up liches. We'll find out. Unless I wind up breaking it. There it is. Alright, carriage stop. F5. we're gonna go to... Oh, it's under city. It's weird. It's under villages. Winterhold's considered a village with this mod. But we need to do some training with Colette there. So I'm gonna be spending money that I just need to spend. We own 3 homes, so... Well, not own, but we have 3. The crows? Yeah, look at them. Oh, they're my boys. They made the trip. Get the college, got some Z fighting going on. That's fun. Looks like it smoothed itself out. Let's see if she's in her room.
Yes? You couldn't possibly be the Dragonborn of legend, could you?
She probably is. It's Sergius. Yeah, I was complaining about the weather today.
Greetings, Archmage.
Feralda? Feralda's always here to greet us when we come in. Always.
Greetings, Archmage.
There she is.
Greeting. May I help you, Archmage?
I need you to train me.
I'll gladly share my knowledge with you.
Gonna be expensive, huh? Oh, it's not bad. Less than I thought it was gonna be. Don't rip me off. Alright. Anything I can sell you?
Spells and incantations for those with a talent to cast
Actually,
them.
what I should buy from her is, Grand Healing. I've been using, Forgotten Magic for the healing, so it just doesn't heal enough. You saw me, like, casting it multiple times. I want to be able to, like, dual cast this once and be fine with it. So, but that's what we needed. Do we need anything? I don't think we need anything else from her. Yeah, we're good. She doesn't have anything else that we're going to need anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't put my amulet of Zenithar on, but who cares, right? So, Grand Healing. And we could take Divine Light off, even though it costs way less. 73 points, 368 points, yeah. Which I believe, with Power of the Master, will work on my skeletons, wherever they are. Should. Did they not make it in? Well, first things first. Necromage. So that would mean, let's see. Play Curse, yep. We can take off Fire Blast, we don't use that. Ice Coffin we do use. Sleet Storm, yep. Void Bolt, yep. I don't know where the boys went to.
This must be that beautiful
Is there any quest in the
Skyrim
game that
weather I've always
reveals
heard about.
something about Feralda? Because she's a genuinely great person, which makes the other Altmer girls jealous even more. Yeah, there's a quest. You actually have to do a quest for Nyria. But it doesn't lead to anything. It's really pointless to do. But yeah, you'd have to talk to Nyria first. Feralda herself doesn't have anything, but she has a letter. So I can heal my death cards with Grand Healing. Each one of them is getting a Grand Healing spell.
You're that mage from the college,
And you're
right?
stuck behind a
Hear
gate.
things have finally calmed down over there.
So let's see, what else we got? I think we have to either report to Isran. No, we found the... Okay. We have to be here anyway. We'll just go visit Septimus. I think I'm going the right way east. No, I want to be going north. And not there. I think that's either his or a shrine, I think. I think it's a shrine. What do we got? Snow bears? Orcers! Right in the butt. I think this is Mora's shrine in Tamriel. We found his shrine in Apocrypha. Yeah, there's Septimus's output. Or outpost. Oh yeah, looks totally different now. Look at that. Beautiful. We may as well find the shrine while we're here. I think it's underwater, so we're gonna have to revert. Yep, there it is. Sunken shrine discovered. Yep. Devotions of Hermaeus Mora. So, yeah, so the, I guess Ian, I did put this shrine in Apocrypha itself, which is pretty cool. That's not a horker, that's my wife. How do they know? That would be my luck. I'd get married and she'd wind up a horker. Which is probably why I've never gotten married. Too many horkers. All the good ones do not live in my state. Alright. We got Serrano with us. We got the boys with us. Let's see the new additions. Which I have not seen yet. Which looks really nice so far. Yeah, they did a pretty good job with this one. Interesting. Oh, look, he's got his books all scattered around. The Sage. Too bad I haven't my enchanting maxed. Oh, these are all take.
Big Dwemer,
Not stealing.
I'll know you're lost unknown.
I'll get with you in a second,
and
Septimus.
rise to
We're
your
checking
death.
stuff out here. Alright. Oh, so some of it's stealing. Alright. This is the normal stuff that I think he's got here. Boethius proving. Interesting. The rest is stealing. Okay. Yeah, he's got a bed and, yeah.
When the top level was built, no more could be placed.
Okay.
It was
And I guess this is supposed to be the heat source.
apex.
Well, you got a fire there too, but I guess... Is there a down? There's not a downstairs.
It
Alright.
licked the panes and smokes the glass.
Smokes the what? I mean, what brings you to this remote place?
Ah, the ice entombs the heart. The bane of Kagranak and Dagother. To harness it is to know the fundaments. The Dwemer lockbox hides it from me. The
I see
Elder
Serrano's,
Scroll gives insight deeper
just gonna
than
hang
the
out
deep
over there.
ones,
Not
though,
bad.
to bring about the opening.
You have an Elder Scroll here.
I have seen enough to know their fabric, the warp of air, the weft of time. But no, it is not in my possession.
So, where is the scroll?
Here. Well, here as in this plain. Mundus, Tamriel, nearby. Relatively speaking.
Oh, yeah.
On the cosmological scale, well, it's all
He's
nearby.
batty. It's hysterical. Well, can you help me get the Elder Scroll or not? Am I just wasting my time here?
One block lifts the other. Septimus will give what you want, but you must bring him something in return.
What do you want?
You see this masterwork of the Dwemer, deep inside their greatest knowings. Septimus is clever among men, but he is but an idiot child compared to the dullest of the Dwemer. Lucky then they left behind their own way of reading the Elder Scrolls. In the depths of Black Reach, one yet lies. Have you heard of Black Reach? Cast upon where Drimmer City slept, the
This'll be
yearning
fun, too.
spire, hidden
Going into Black
learnings
Reach?
kept.
So where is this Black Reach?
Under deep, below the dark, the hidden keep, Tower Mazak. Ovtan, the point of puncture, of first entry of the tapping. Delve to its limits, and Black Reach lies just beyond. But not all can enter there. Only Septimus knows the hidden key to loose the lock, to jump beneath the deathly rock.
How do I get in?
Two things I have for you. Two shapes. One edged, one round. The round one for tuning. Dwemer music is soft and subtle, and needed to open their cleverest gates. The edged lexicon for inscribing.
Guess Serrano
To
found the
us, a
alchemy
hunk of metal.
lab there.
To
You
the
can hear
Dwemer,
her
a
pounding
full
away.
library of knowings,
Right to the mortar and
but
pestle.
empty. Find Mazark and its sky dome. The machinations there will read the scroll and lay the lore upon the cube.
Nice.
Trust Septimus. He knows you can know.
Crazy man. Alright. Don't really have anything else to ask him. You ready? Come on, let's go. Yeah, they did a good job with this. I like this. It's so barren. What's gonna be interesting is when we meet Mora here later. How they you didn't really have any room on this ledge here when he pops out. Now you do. I think that's pretty cool. Alright, give me... That's a nice view. Give me one sec. I have to shut this window. It is... We had like an 88-degree day yesterday, and today... I think it's in the 50s. Fahrenheit. It is cold. You can hear the wind, and it's windy too. Not raining, just cold and wind. And then it's not supposed to warm up again until Tuesday. Okay. Alright, so let's get back to the college. I didn't see that snow bear anywhere. I don't know where he went to. It's usually right around here somewhere next to the Horkers. Probably over there. Could go up here. This would be interesting. Let's get my death cards out. Oh, he killed his snow fox. You guys beat him up. I'll get the archer. Get off the mountain. Now let's get to Valor's Soul. I've been wanting to show this one off. So this is kind of like oh, that's right. Yeah, these guys are immune to it. Got any others? Sharpshooter, huh? Ah, I forgot that those guys are immune to it. They die pretty easy, though. I keep forgetting I have the teleport to Tirishan. I should be using that. Let me just put my Lich powers down to pick this lock. Let's get this Deathbringer outside. Make an example out of him. Oh. See, I didn't even need your help. Ebony Warhammer, huh? Yeah, let's take it. Why not? We'll start collecting the ebony stuff. Should be an illusion book here, right? Yeah. Which is maxed out. Just the money. Not ready. Be ready. Come on. Be ready. Damn it. Come on, be ready. I could use drop zone. Sometimes I miss. At least he's keeping guard. Alright, let's head down. Down and then back up. Ooh. Did somebody survive? Skeleton Champion survived. Not for much longer. Go get him. Here you go, boys. Bash him. Bash him away. Bash away. I'll hold him. You bash him. Sorry, no more Magicka. I only have a finite amount. He's still alive. That thing's tough. He's only got 33 health. One more hit. Alright, 2 more hits. Alright, Alftan. Near Sarthal, I believe. It's been a minute. Is that?
Die, Lord God. Another should
Really? It's the best you got? Ooh, Eminent Magica. Nothing we need. These Void Bolts are damn powerful. Actually, that was something I needed to check. Forgotten Magic. Magic Affinity. Yeah, we have another affinity point, so Death is now 4, which means all of my stuff is buffed even better. Blight Curse is now 41. Void Bolt is the same, I believe, but Necrosis. 194 disease, Jesus. So Alftan. That's where we're headed, right past how much you want to bet that's an afflicted? I'm not wrong. He's done for. Yo, Fenrir. Well up. Welcome in, Raiders. How's it going? Hope you guys are well. We're about to go into Blackreach to get the last scroll, I believe. We just met Septimus, so, and I see trolls. Can I hit said trolls? Yes. Trolls.
Wait.
I mean, we could take him out from here.
I was sure I...
Oh, Void Bolt didn't even make it. There's another one over there, but we're gonna leave him alone. How you doing, Fenrir? Welcome in. We also haven't summoned Durnavir. I should probably get on doing that. Kinda want the Soul Tear shout. You guys bandits?
I submit. I'll show you a real fight.
Will ya?
I can take you. Mercy.
At your best?
Come on, bandit addled. You're dead. Talsgar,
Hello there, fellow traveler.
you alright?
One itinerant minstrel and wandering wastrel at your service.
I see that. Ah, they don't have anything good. Nope. Nothing good. Not even any money. Oh, you're just chasing a goat. There. Ah, now you're both dead. So we have to get up there. I think it's up and around. Should have just let natural selection take take its course there. I wonder if this works on them. It does. Look at that. You don't like Mirax staff, do ya? Taking your stuff. Don't get in the way of my void bolts. Oh, there's more of them. Take everybody out here. Dead. You know how hard it is to hit those things in third person in Lich form? And that's where we have to go. Serana's gonna have to catch up. Alright, let's get Durnavir out. I should have him. Did I not put him on the favorites? I didn't. Well, damn. Alright, we need a nice flat area to get him out. Because we need to learn Soul Tear.
The free air of Fus at long last. As promised, I now teach you the first word of soul tearing. Re, the essence of your enemy's life force.
Beautiful. So we got a few more to go. Let's keep that on. Get my death guards back out. Alright, we've found Alftand, which is great. What's the other thing over there? I want to say excavation site? We don't have legacy in this, but... Ah, abandoned research camp, that's right. There we go. Fair enough. So I could play the role of a sort of healer coming in here with the death guards. I can put Power of the Master in my right hand and Grand Healing in my left. And, you know, just make sure that they all... Serana's with me, okay. You know, just make sure that they all survive. Which they do. They have a ton of health and regenerative properties. Things like that. I'm not even taking that stuff. Ultimate healing will take. Money will take. Sapphire will take. Don't really need anything else. Could take the loot. Nope. Alright.
Where is it? I know you were trying to keep it for yourself, Cesar. You always try to keep it for yourself. No, there's got to be more skooma. Shut up! Shut up! Don't lie to me, Cesar. You hid it. You always try to steal it from me.
See, the boys should be in here somewhere. There they are. Now you're all healed up. Guess you're taking care of these assholes. Come here, asshole.
Stay on your guard.
Go get him, boys. Not me. I mean, you could hit me if you want to.
That'll teach you.
guess they did pick one up. More ultimate healing. Money, money. Yeah, I took the gem, I know. Bad Magus. We got it, boys.
Wait.
That's no fun. I like putting them against each
Who
other.
is this, brother? Another of the smooth skins looking for...
Yeah, smooth skins. Come on. Oh my god, did he kill me? Hold on. No, he knocked me down. They run legendary, by the way. So I actually have to be careful of stuff. I thought he killed me. I'm like, damn, one hit kill? Elven winged helmet. I mean, I hate winged helmets to begin with, but that's just no thank you. Yep. Other ultimate healing. We don't need extreme. See, that's what I get for when I decide I want to dick around with the game. I get a Khajiit with the War Axe that nearly takes me out with 1900 health. Yeah. What's up, Serana? There's another thing in here. Ah, come on. Alright. Gas in here.
Oh no, you don't. That's it? Figured.
Yeah, well, they're more help than you are, so. Light bearer. Don't know what that does, don't care. I don't even care what's in there.
Who's there? Who's there?
Let's go, boys. Let's see. Anything else? Common gem. I may have to get rid of some of these common gems. Or gems in general. What time is it? 1:07 in the AM. We haven't prayed yet to Manny Marco. We should probably do that. Favor, hit 200. Beautiful. Now does Cyclone work on these things?
Oh no, you don't.
No, but that does. It's dead. Save too. I don't remember the last time I saved. Yeah, apparently the staff doesn't work on these things. That's unfortunate. I could route them. I do have the route spell. I never think to use it. I'm so used to using frenzy spells to make them fight each other, when I could just make them run away and have my death guards pretty much track them down. What do we got here? Anything decent? Falmer shield. No. I really have no need for stuff like that.
Show yourself.
Have fun. I'm gonna sneak off this way. You boys don't want to play? I guess Serana's. Oh, they're all hiding, huh?
Who's there? Show yourself.
They don't even need my help.
Done and done.
Or her help. Alright, take the left side. I know you boys are gonna trip it. Damn. Come on. Stamina. Yeah, fine. We'll just take all the jewelry. Alright, boys. Let's see. What do we got here? That's down there. I hear something in here.
Here we go. Done and done. Who's there? Not very.
No, not very impressive. Expert? Yep. Come on. There we go. Oh, we found it. Right in the middle. Sort of. Ish. To the left. To the left a little more. It's weird. Actually, Master Locks are a little more sensitive than that. Daedric Lord Gauntlets. Alright, we're taking that. We're taking that. Glass Mage Circlet? Ah, I'll take it. We'll sell it. Save. It's in this one. I guess Serana's down there dealing with, whomever. There's Yag. Dead. You did.
Did you hear something?
You're not wrong. You got Falmer.
Show yourself.
Yeah, you come over and hit that.
You know you're yourself.
Heads up, boys. Oh, he is hitting me. I thought he was. Jeez, even the little rat's hitting me. So now I could actually use Grand Healing in this form, which works a lot better. This will be fun. Let's go, Falmer. They're taking their sweet time to catch up to me. This is gonna suck. Let's let's set them on fire first of all. Oh, they don't have much health at all. Yeah, I'll take that. Alright. I know, there's a chest there. Oof. Yeah, you guys fight each other. Have at it. I'll give you some buddies to play with. No, you get back in there. He's up top. Get down here. Alright, boys, have at 'em. Good job. Take your septums. Take your septums. Oh, you're immune to that, huh? This one here is a pain in the ass. You dead yet? Where's the giant spider? Oh, he's just a little guy.
Hang on. Have something?
Alright. Enough of that. Save. Let's turn the... Oop, I had the light off. Remuffle up. Make sure my death guards are ready. There's another thing too, we can see through the floor. Sorry about that. Had to break it though. Alright. Should be another guy in here. Ooh, watch out for the traps. I knew it.
Wait.
Oh, that is the other way to get my conjuration up. Perfect. So let's cycle on some of these guys. We can go right into open combat with them.
Who's there?
I'll just keep my death guards healed up. Let them do the fighting. Go get him. One down. He's trying to get away. Look at him. He's running away.
Done and
He's afraid of them. Isn't there a, could have sworn there was like a Chorus or a spider in here. Yeah, he didn't get very far. There we go. Nothing else of use. Let's activate that. Yeah, you died kind of on the fence there, buddy. There you go. It's a left-hand ring, huh? Serana. You want to recuperate a little bit?
yes.
Here.
If you think it'll help.
I didn't enchant anything for her, so like I said, she's only wearing what I've given her. Ring of Recuperation left hand, yeah. So yeah, she'll put that on. She's a Ring of Sneaking, Ring of Recuperation. Perfect.
Alright then.
Alright, let's go. Wanna fight the baddie? Fight the baddie. Go get him.
I knew I heard something.
Get him, boys. Alright. Do we keep these guys alive? Doesn't have any flesh on them. I'll try and just keep healing them as best I can. Oh, they got him. Beautiful. Key to the lift. Now this guy had Daedric arrows, right? Which I don't think I've picked up any. And of course, Serana summons a Falmer.
Sella,
So why
let's just
wouldn't
get out
she?
of here. Hasn't there been enough death?
Of course you want me to leave. Just waiting for me to turn my back. So you can have all the glory for yourself.
Are they still gonna talk?
Is someone there?
Show your... You're dead.
No, nobody over here.
There you are. Damn you!
Just a scratch.
Well, that's annoying.
You're nothing, hear me? Nothing!
I'm not gonna die like
You
this.
hit me, Serana.
Enjoy this.
I've been wounded worse by better! Come on! Gods, no!
Yeah, you're almost dead, dude.
Mercy!
I don't think she's gonna give any quarter.
And you thought I was just a pretty face.
Guess the death cards
I'm
want
not
no
gonna
part
die
of her.
like this.
You are gonna die like that.
No more! I yield!
Nice. Targe of the Blooded. Give it to me. Mine. Alright, let's go. Down here. Ooh, hold on. Before we do that, let's open up this entrance here. I usually do this. Let me save. Just sometimes when you come out on the lifts, they push you out and then you can't actually get back in, which is annoying. Let's see if it happens. Yep. See? Too many followers? But we have ways around that, don't we? Yoink. Yeah, let's turn collision back on. Okay. It's all my death guard's fault. Blame them. Alright. Down into Blackreach. Let's re-up the muffle. Re-up my Phantom Shroud. And get the death guards ready. I haven't been down here in quite some time. Ooh. It is pretty. Look at that. Yes, please.
Stay on your guard.
Damn it, death guards. And she's hitting me with that.
Show yourself.
That's a warmonger. That's a deadmonger. Are there more? Ah, that looks amazing.
Who's there?
Damn it. Who is there? Did you guys aggro more Falmer? You did, didn't you? Oh, he was invisible. Now he's dead. I really have to stop picking stuff up. Let's go check out Septimus's outpost. See, the ebony ore has been... Oh, wow, yeah. Enough of it. Alright. Haven't been in here yet. Make a save. Let's see what they did with the inside. I think I've seen some pictures. Ooh. It's an upper level. Alright, let me turn
I'm okay
my...
with the dark, but I've spent more than my share of time in caves already.
Nice. Finally, another large satchel. So, I guess Serene's the only one that
Looks like these Falmer are here to stay.
doesn't have one. I'm gonna leave everything as it is, I think. I mean, we could take gold if they have it, but... necklaces. But like, as far as the alchemy stuff, I'm gonna leave this here. So what else do they change? The workbenches are still here. Obviously, Sindarian is still here. Manny Marco, King of Worms. So you have your books, you have your scrolls, you have your soul gems. Should we make something for yeah, let's make Serana something. Use a black gem. What do we do? Fortify health and she's got a sneak ring. How about I don't know what else to give her. Fortify one-handed. There we go. And we'll rename it. Because why not? I should make her a better right-handed ring too, right? Because I have the gems. They're burning a hole in my pocket, literally. So we'll give her Fortify Sneak. And... yeah, let's get her health up there. Her area restore health. No. Yeah, let's get her health up there. While I'm at it, I guess I can give her a left-handed ring too, couldn't I? But none of them are left-handed. Alright, she's got to make do with this. Where'd you go? Hey, got some
Right
stuff for you.
behind you.
Here, let's trade.
Alright, let's see what you have.
Alright, I'm going to give you this necklace and this ring. I'm going to take that ring and yeah. Beautiful.
Are we ready then?
No, I'm still checking stuff out. Yeah, they did a great job with that. Cook pot that I can't use. Activate. There we go. Activate the grill. Oh! You're gonna cook me something, Serana. Thank you. Charis pie recipe. And, woodcutter's axe. Nice, yeah, JK's did a really good job. Here's the boots of hauling. So this is where normally like everything would be. I have to have carrying capacity, right? Bunch of Dwemer stuff. Dynamo core. Yeah, so this is just like the other. Oh, that takes you out to the other side of Black Ridge. Interesting. All right. Tell me I don't have the carrying capacity enchant. I didn't. Well, now I do. Bunch of shrooms. Let's look upstairs. See what they did to the upstairs. Hopefully you have a balcony to look out. So water faucet. Awesome. That's so cool. I love it. Little details like that, you know? Harvest gourds. Maybe we don't have to keep them on all the time. Waste of water. Let's sneak out here. This is nice. I like this. I don't, like I said, I don't have all their interior mods in this setup, but it would be really easy to do so. This is cool. Like, I could just sit here and make Falmer fight each other. I don't know how many are over there, but there's one over there. It's a night prowler, huh? He doesn't know what's happening to him. Let's get Unrelenting Force on. Where are they? Sneak. Oh, we just got a level. We hit level 50, huh? Finally. Jeez. That health isn't inflated. I have one health enchant that ups mine by 89 or 96, I think. The rest is from when I summon the Death Guards. Or if I use Mass Reanimate. Let me, I just have to refresh my Twitch on my phone here. Give me a second. I guess I'm just gonna keep going health from here on out. We have 4 perks, huh? Let's look at restoration. Also, if you guys were chatting, I apologize. I think my phone froze up on me. Let me just see if stuff comes through. Put a dragon up. Yeah, it looks like it's okay on my end now. Inner light. Sure. We have Necromage. Blessed is what I want, so we have to get that to 80. I think she can only train me to 75, though. Alright, so Restoration is fine. Alteration I know is fine. We have 2. We have Chilling. To be honest, I don't even really... I mean, I could put 2 perks in there and get the top, right? Deals 50% more elemental damage to targets that are ignited, frozen, or silenced. Silenced or levitated by other destruction perks. So in this case, it would be frozen. I don't really feel like I need it. I'd rather spend it in... Well, Conjuration we're, what, 2 away from Necromaster? And we're still 10 away from Twin Souls until I can get my 4th Death Guard. So, let's just hold on to the perks. We'll check Sneak real quick. Yeah, we're fine. Okay. And we'll save, because level 50. Finally, right? You're dead. I like it. I do. I think this is really nice. Alright, let's assume the Lich form. Probably should have got my Death Guards out first, but that's fine. And we'll travel down. That's beautiful. They did such a good job there. we lift that thing up? How do you boys feel like fighting one of these, huh? You ready? Serana, you ready? Here we go. That's really not doing all that much to him. This'll do damage to him.
You.
They should take care of him now. Alright. There we go. Make sure they stay healed up. Nice. Alright. Do we take care of the rest of the Fulmer? Probably not. You know what the weird thing too is with EMB, sometimes these things are hard to really see. They're not now, which is great. Although it is very bright. Let's go up. Let's go get the dragon. Now this dragon typically is harder than most others. Can I summon Durnavir here? I don't know if I can. Oh, I guess I can.
I can feel my strength returning each time.
Or get him. Come on, fight him. He's a low-level Fulmer. Good job. Are they still fighting? I don't know, she's blasting something. Alright. Phantom Shroud. If you're asking why I go through this menu, it's because, not enough hotkeys. I don't know, go fight your friends. Yeah, they're up there.
The best of me.
Look at her go. Good job, Serana. Is that your raised minion? Alright. Time to get the big boy out here. Oh, I can't. I summoned Durnavir. Alright, we'll wait an hour.
He did not ask for no more magic.
You're not getting the best of me.
This guy could be a pain in the ass. There he is. Alright. He usually lands down here, and once he's down there, he stays there. Yeah, he's down there. But that's the problem. Alright, boys. Get down there. I'm gonna put... I gotta put some curses on him first. And then we'll blast him. we'll heal. But I could give them ebony flesh, I guess. Heal up. And, get him. I was gonna say, as long as he's not casting that shit, that's what wipes them out. Serana's even going in there, look at that. Keeping him alive.
Still remember how to fight.
Oh, she's up there, never mind. That's her thrall we're keeping alive. Done and done. Good job, boys.
Whoa.
Berthriel. I'll be taking that and that. I'll be taking your soul as well. Nice. Okay. So no need to really go through here and grab all the Nirnroot. I could, but you know, it gets boring to watch after a while, so. Tower of Mazark. We have enough stuff. Yeah, 257. We got about another 100 plus carry weight, so. No, nothing. Soul Fusion deals damage equal to magicka to nearby targets when equipped, and to the wearer when unequipped. Weird. Some of these are rare books here, like Sotha Sil's Last Word. And I just like to have them. Okay. Nothing there. And there it is. Beautiful. So we have to remember the lexicon. I always forget it. I think it's 4-2-1. Yep, 4, 1, 2. Should open this one. And 1. Now one resets it. It's just that easy. Give me my prize. How's it look? Oh, it's nice and snazzy.
That's it. That's the last scroll.
That is the last scroll.
Come on, let's take it to Dexion.
Oh, you're doing that thing again, aren't you? That sounds fun. Oh, the lexicon. We'll take you. Beautiful. Back out to Skyrim. Didn't push me out this time with all you guys. Alright. It's empty. Alright. So where exactly are we? Usually there's a dragon that fights me around here. Let's see if we could summon Durnavir and get the last word. Watch out, Serana.
You have kept your side of the bargain.
I
Now
have.
let me fulfill mine. Feel the last word of soul tearing within yourself. Zol. The unlife that results when a soul is imprisoned in dead flesh.
Nice. Were you on his back? Did you see that skeleton drop? Alright, so Soul Tear, like I said, could be useful. Just a good overall utility spell. I know I have some other stuff that I could be using, like I only have one of Mark for Death. Right now, 2 would drain Vitality. I want to get the 3rd one. I mean, there's others we can get, but... So we're right near here, huh? Isn't Stone Hills around here somewhere? That could be Stone Hills right there. No, that's the... Stone Hills is by Morthal, isn't it? Yeah, it's right there. Alright. Well, let's head on down to the fort. We'll make our way to Dawnstar, I guess. And, let's go. Let's go, Lich. The only downside to being in this form is that everybody else has a hard time keeping up with me. He's actually faster. Oh, looks like Durnavir's gonna help me out quite a bit. This is gonna be fun. Oh, they're already on him. Look at that. These bandits were not prepared, huh? Oh, no. Oof. Yeah, Durnavir will knock me in this form too, it sucks. I love it. What? Falling over? You're glitched. Damn it. Why does that guy feel like he's immune? Oh, you're not immune to that now. You're dead. Anybody else over here? Get him, Durnavir. Good job, boys. We went down my death guards, not too bad. Alright, which way are we going? North. North-ish. Save. Oh, did you find something up here to play with? These bandits? You're a mercenary. You're a scholar with an Atronach. That's weird. I don't know. He's back there. Hall of the Vigilant. I hear another dragon. No, that's Durnavir. Hoover, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Let's see, what book is by here? Yeah, Incident Necrom, we have that. Oh, they're fighting woofs. Normal woofs. Who have to be stupid as hell to attack me. Yoink! Got the best range with this, I love it. Supposed to be ice wolves. They're probably down there. Your mic gives me very tactical vibes because it sounds a bit like a radio. I guess that's a good thing. You can see the specs on my about page. There's nothing. I mean, well, it still works fine. It's, I guess, an older mic by today's standards. Well, one of my death guards made it. There's Serana. Durnavir's still flying around. I wonder if I could have both of them out. Hold on, let's try this. Alright, so he's still flying around. He has a lot of time. Yeah, we can!
Let's move faster.
Look at that, I could have 2 dragons.
That's not great for my skin.
That's awesome. 2 dragons that act almost identically. Because he's a copy of Durnavir, just in skeletal form. Yeah, I think I'm still in Erica's server, yeah. But yeah, I posted the link that I was going live in her server. So I should be. Look at that, I got 2 dragons. That don't fight each other, this is great. Two dragons, a vampire, and a lich walk into a bar. Somebody come up with a joke. Alright. What are we doing? Quests. Give the lexicon to Septimus. Bring both scrolls to Dexion. So let's, well, we're in the north. see if we can go to where other. I'm curious to where the Sea of Ghosts takes me exactly. I'll come back here if I need to.
Kill yourself.
Uh-oh. Is something gonna aggro on her? That was weird. Can I swear here? I think so. Just like don't spam it or anything like that, you know? Yeah, we're kind of far enough away. Where's our current location? Yeah. Alright. Let's head back to Dawnstar. Because we wanna get up to there. We went the opposite direction. Alright. What mod are the carriage stops from?
Or in a cave. Anywhere. Just
Give me 1 second, I'll tell you. Let me just unlock MO2. Hopefully it doesn't break MO2. It usually doesn't, but it's called Carriage Stops of Skyrim. Let me see if I'll grab you guys a link here. What's up, Silverdrift? Yeah, it's that one right there. I'll be using this one probably for as long as I'm modding Skyrim as opposed to CFTO. This does so much more. So much more. Alright. Come back in. Ooh, Khajiit. So who is aggroing? I don't know if Serana got all weird about stuff.
So many
Hey, Akari.
to talk to us.
I'll
Take
talk
a
to you.
look.
So what can we get rid of here? The Ebony Warhammer. I know I said I was going to keep this, but it's heavy. I am going to keep these Daedric Lord Gauntlets because I believe they're part of a set. Oh, she's out. Damn. Already? You don't have any Elven arrows? What good are you? I mean, we don't even need any more gems. So, all right.
May your road lead you to Warm Sands.
Let's yeah, we're not Worm Sands yet, but so let's go back to Winterhold.
Who's there?
See, she did it again. All right. It did. Yeah. Failure may indicate your local network is offline or that Steam friend servers is currently offline. What happened to Steam? Like my game is... Oh. That's a Steam update. Never mind. I thought it... Hold on. Let me save here. I thought it... Yeah. So Steam must have an update. Alright. Because what happens is... It kicked me out. Alright. Fair enough. Can we, assume the form again? Thank you. As the townspeople give zero fucks about me. Just, you know. Wandering in, meandering around. Yay. Shitiverse, where a person can meet other people through many built-in games. Why, did he give a speech recently about something? I don't pay attention like anything like that. I'm assuming you're referring to Zuckerberg. He's kind of a shit stain, in my opinion. Beautiful. He's more soulless than an SCP's Foundation employee. I think he had good intentions in the beginning, and just like everybody else, the money got to him. So yeah. It did a breakdown. Let's see. Necklace of, yeah, let's get rid of that thing. That's the first time I think I found that. Alright. You.
Dig, Dwemer, in
I have
the
something
dawn.
for you.
I'll know your lost unknown and rise to your
Those guys have
depths.
seen some shit. So I've inscribed your lexicon.
Give it quickly.
Oh.
Extraordinary.
Gave it to him before he finished his
I
sentence,
see it
apparently.
now. The ceiling structure interlocks in the tiniest fractals. Dwemer blood can loose the hooks, but none alive remain to bear it. A panoply of their blood
Oh yeah, you can't
put
post
together
links,
to form
Uber.
a facsimile, a trick, something they did not anticipate.
Or if,
No,
like, if it's not a
even
link and you
them.
put a period,
The blood of
it won't let
Ormer,
you post it.
Bosmer, Dunmer, Falmer, and Orsimer. The elves still living.
Yeah, the
to
bot'll
fight
time
the
you out.
tree. Bear you hence this extractor. It will drink the fresh blood of elves. Come when its set is complete.
Accept Hermaeus Morris. This is the second time we've been offered to accept Mora. And I think I'm fine as I am. 'Cause we don't do anything with the Eldritch Tomes. So, cancel. But we'll be doing that quest later. I am very curious to see how they handled this. Ah, so you actually have to go back there now. Nice. He doesn't quite come out to you. Whoa, that's a little trippy.
Come closer, bask in my presence.
No, I just have it set up that way. It's not Streamlabs, it's the bot. I have the bot set up that way. I always wondered why you can't get your own blood if you're an elf. Yeah, curious about that, Pablito. You should be able to, right? I'm thinking the way that maybe they were thinking about it, I'm probably wrong, was that by the time you get to this part of the quest, you're either a vampire, a werewolf, or... I mean, even if you're not, I mean, I would assume the majority of people don't play as, like, an alternate form. You know what I mean? But I would say there's a good percentage that do. So maybe they considered it, like, tainted blood. Or maybe just it's on Bethesda that they just weren't even thinking about it. That's my guess, anyway. So.
I am Hermes Mora. I've been watching you since you defeated Mirak. Your progress is most impressive.
I don't feel like he should reintroduce himself. It's not like we forgot of him. Forgot who he was.
Your continuing aid to Septimus renders him increasingly obsolete. He has served me well, but his time is nearing its end. Once that infernal lockbox is opened, he will have exhausted his usefulness to me. When that time comes, you shall take his place as my emissary. What say you?
Well, I said no to you before. Answer hasn't changed.
Be warned, many have thought as you do. I have broken them all. You shall not evade me forever.
I'm assuming he forgets the whole 4-minute battle with Mirak. I'm legendary. Apparently old Moore is getting a little forgetful in his old age. Alright. Ooh, nice day out. Look at that. I like what they did with the boat, too. Instead of just having it laying there, they tied it to a post and there's a fishing rod there. And I guess, yeah, it would make sense that his shrine would be
It's so bright out
at the
here.
bottom of the...
I don't know how you stand it.
Why'd you change hoods?
Do you need something?
Yeah, give me that.
Alright, let's see what you have.
Where'd you pick this up from? I didn't give that to her. She must have looted
I'm
somebody.
ready if you are.
Yeah, better. Yeah, you're gonna make your way across the ice floes. Have fun with that. By default, she should be able to turn into Vampire Lord form in combat. I always thought that was something Bethesda never thought of either, since she technically is one. Oh, you know nothing about Skyrim? What, did you come over with Fenrir's raid, or just from Erica's server? Evil rabbit! Another one for the good guys. Alright, so we gotta make our way back to... Well, here, let's stop in at Berna's. I believe I'm at about my break time. Although it's going on noon here for me, so... I was gonna say, I thought,
You keep your distance with that magic.
What magic?
Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that.
Alright, let's see what else we have for her. Yeah, I guess I'm not gonna have any use for these arrows. Or the ebony ones. We're holding on to the elven. I'll hold on to that. She's got 76, huh? 24. Did I pick up any stupid potions? Sure, you could take that. Have a tip.
Good day.
Alright. Definitely a Bethesda oversight, however. Mora does technically have the ability to exist in multiple points in time from what I recall. It was other chronological order. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think like when they were creating, like if you're talking in terms of like the DLC itself, I think after the fact they may have realized, but they only had so much time to put in the dialogue, or patch it back up. Maybe, I don't know. I forget how many patches they've done with it. Maybe that was something they patched at the last second before the initial release and just kept it. So, Is it other? Yeah, there we go. Right to Fort Dawnguard. Alright. Have we prayed? I don't believe so. May as well keep up our favorite. See, yeah, Manny Marco. If you're not on that stuff, Manny Marco's is no bueno. Wonder if the vampires will attack now. We still have some work to do for Serene and Gunmar. So yeah, for those that are coming in with Fenrir that are curious, I almost never do the Dawnguard side of it. I typically, like, I mean, he's a necromancer. That's usually what I play as, or a vampire, or both. And in this play, he did wind up as both. Still need a door on their shitter here. Yeah, it looks like the alright, so the campsite's got built. They have a little gate here. It's been expanded. Alright, nice. That wasn't here last time. I've never played Call of Duty. Ever. I think the last, I didn't even want to call it a shooter game, is Halo. Like the original. What's up, Salon?
Divine smile on you, friend.
Yeah, fuck the Divines. Divines are weak. The Daedra are weak. Alright. So he's upstairs. Let's see where the rest of the crew is. Sleeping.
Arcade says it's good that we're here, but I don't know. Something about this place doesn't feel right.
Yeah, so I never fixed their messed up hair.
No. Yes. Yes, I see. All right. Right. I'll settle in, and then Arcade and I will start to put things right. Don't you worry.
So, oh, you could train a restoration too. I forgot about him. What do you have for sale?
Look, I'll be honest with you. I have no idea. But I'm sure we can find something worth your time.
That's why I love this guy. Do we have Heal Undead? No. We have Vampire Bane. Storm of Vengeance. He's got all a bunch of holy stuff that I don't want. Obedience. Creatures and people up to level 41 fight for the caster and obey orders when not in combat. That's interesting. Meridian Rune. Explodes for 92 points of damage to undead. That wouldn't be good for me. Gaze of Arcade. 138 points per second of damage to undead. Undead flee in terror. I mean, these are cool if you're using a holy character. He's actually got some really useful spells. Suggestion. Okay. Yeah, these are the ones that I'm looking at. Exodus, Gaze of Arcade, and Storm of Vengeance. No need to buy any of that. He's only got 640 gold, too. You poor bastard. Miner's Clothes. What else was I going to get rid of? The rings. Keep the Targe of the Blooded. And scroll. What else? Did I pick anything else up? Books. Conflagger. I'm never going to use this. Yeah. We'll lose money on it, but it doesn't matter. Hey, Strudel. Welcome in. Oh, it's not that I would ever get bored of it. I just I had no interest in it. Just like I've never played any of the Fallout games. Nor will I. I don't own them. Rugal killing vampires is the equivalent of a nerd that went to the gym and now bullies other nerds. That kind of makes sense, Pablito. Oh yeah, Florentius. Yeah, because he's got the Redguard's got the hair issue. I'm too lazy to swap high poly head and the hair mod that I have. Or I should say lazy. I keep forgetting to do it.
Farewell.
He's got the same, like Isran's got the same. But notice he takes his clothes off. He doesn't get naked when he goes to bed, but he takes his clothes off. It's Belleville. There's Agmar. And we saw them out in the field kind of doing their thing, which is nice to see. Durak's hanging out. So let's see how they transform this now. Okay, nice. So you got a complete workstation here. He's got some stuff here. The forge was there before, obviously. There's Gunmar. Got your trolls all pent up, huh?
Isn't this?
What can I do to help?
I've discovered the whereabouts of a vampire lair. Destroying the head vampire is usually
Ha!
sufficient
Broken
to
Fang
scatter its
Cave.
minions, though it's best to destroy every last one of them.
Fair enough. What do you got for sale?
Keep yourself armed and protected as best you can.
How long is my longest ever stream? Jeez. Like 16 hours maybe? 15? Maybe? Definitely double digits. Yes, he doesn't have much money either. Have a tip. $1. $1 hair. Where's your partner in crime here, Serene? She hiding? She's not sleeping. Alright. Let's go find the boss man. Got a little perch here. Yeah, looks like he's up in his room. Did I pass him? No. Oh, he's up another one. Oh, tell me they have a tub. That's awesome. You can use the Nice. I don't have any bathing mods or anything like that, but oh, there's the actual shitter. I was trying to remember where they put it. It's in this mod with some privacy, sort of. God only knows where that leads, huh? Brigand plate harness, huh? I didn't even check the wardrobe. Ah, there he is.
I knew it would come to this one day. I knew, and no one believed.
Anything I can do to help?
Speak with Gunmar.
I did.
He has something for you.
Not that often. That was a while ago.
Watch your back.
Alright, we gotta find... Was he down there? Yep, there he is. Hey. Dexian.
I trust your journey was successful?
Because he's blind. Hey, I brought the Elder Scrolls.
I'm sorry, my friend. I can no longer be of use in this matter.
Was that the one with the Forest Dragon? No. That one did go on a bit. That was like an 8-hour stream. The 16-hour... I did like 2 that were like in double digits, like back to back. I was wiped out after that. Yeah, one was like 16, one was like 14. Why? What's happened? Aside from...
It's my fault.
Yeah, you have the
In my
blindfold
haste
on.
to read the first scroll, I neglected the careful preparation required. I thought I'd be able to allay the after effects, but I was wrong. Now I am paying for it.
Yeah, you're blind.
Blind?
Yep.
Yes, I'm afraid so.
Can anything be done to help?
No. It will have to run its course. And there's always the chance I may never recover.
Then we're finished.
No, there is another way. The question is, how much are you willing to risk to find Oriel's bow?
Alright, what else do I need to do?
I can't guarantee you'd be free from harm. Becoming blind could be the least of your worries.
Really don't have to worry about that, just tell me.
Scattered across Tamriel are secluded locations known only as Ancestor Glades. There's one in
How was your
Skyrim
morning,
in the
Strudel?
Pine Forest. Performing the ritual of the
Did you get your coffee? Was me 6 kind to you? I see the messages going on my phone, but I wasn't sure like who was in there, so
It involves carefully removing the bark from a canticle tree.
I'm actually finishing the
which
rest
will
of mine
in turn
now.
attract ancestor moths to you. Once enough of the moths are following, they'll provide you with the second sight needed to decipher the scrolls.
I was generous. Good to hear.
In keeping with
I think he gave me
tradition,
some
you must
too, but
use
I
a
got up at like
specific
stupid
tool in
o'clock.
the Ancestor Glade,
Again. Even
an
earlier.
implement known as a draw knife. Every moth priest is taught this ritual, but few ever get the chance to perform it. You should consider yourself fortunate if it works for you.
What about the order? Any particular way to go about that?
From what I saw in the vision, the Elder Scroll which foreshadows the defiance of the gods with the blood of mortals is the key to the prophecy.
So what exactly went wrong?
Deciphering one of the Elder Scrolls is nothing like reading a simple book. There is quite a bit of ritual and concentration required. It can take months or even years to complete a single scroll, and even then, months to recover.
And is it normal for you moth priests to go blind?
Sadly, yes. It is the inevitable fate we agree to pursue when reading the Elder Scrolls. It generally does not occur until a moth priest is in his latter years.
Serrata's
But
on the prowl
in my
here with that
case,
battle axe, or
I
the
simply
war
was
axe.
not preparing myself properly.
Try to decide which obnoxious chore I'll take care of today. Oh yeah, start of the weekend, huh?
Deciphering one of the Elder Scrolls is nothing like reading a simple book. There is quite a bit of ritual and concentration required.
She does look good though. You know, for one NPC overhaul, taking care of her. Alright, let's head out. Probably should save as well. I always say start with the one you want to do the least. That way you get it taken care of first and can go about with the rest of them. Absolutely love Dayspring. And now since the refugees started coming in, you can see them hanging out here. There's a nice little gate.
Why can't they just let us
Barknar,
in? We won't get
Avaldale,
I hope we
Cern.
can go home soon. I don't like it here.
Well, why'd you come here? Get off my lawn. So let's see. Vampires. I don't believe they like cyclones. See if they send some scouts again. Usually right after this part. If they are. Oh, Strudel, we hit level 50 finally. Took freaking forever, but it was my sneak skill that got me up there, so you can see we're just over 50. And sneak hit 76. Speech is at 80, interesting. And yeah, we still have to wait for 100 for that. I just don't know what to put the perks in. Everything else that I need is you know, fine. Like sneak is fine. You know, I considered going all the way up, enchanting, or I'm sorry, destruction to take Winter's Grasp and then Hellstorm, maybe. But who knows? Oh, Llewellyn, welcome in. Are there any downsides to being a Lich? No. None. If you mean by gameplay mechanics, there are a few. But my answer is still no. So, yeah, with this, the only real elements you have, normally you wouldn't regenerate health passively, and healing spells wouldn't work on you. Potions and food would have no effect. Other potions, like anything that heals you, and the rest of it's 50% reduced. However, there's an add-on to Classical Lichdom that allows you to have restoration, because by default with the Undeath mod, you gain, I think it's called like Necromantic Rejuvenation, but they've shortened it down to Necrotic Rejuvenation. So in your Lich form, you do get a healing spell, which made absolutely no sense. So they essentially made a mod. It's not a patch mod, but it's an add-on that basically reverts what the fix does, including a few other things. You're weaker to fire, just like a vampire would be. Let me see if that's in there. On death, you gain water breathing, a plus 50 to frost, immunity to poison disease, but 50% weaker to fire. That's pretty much it. So, I mean, is it better than being a vampire? Yeah. Way better than being a werewolf, although like I've done some pretty beefy werewolf builds. And I know Karn put out a werewolf build. I think he did. Somewhat, I can't say somewhat recently. But they're not, I mean, you know. Kill the Ancient Nightmaster Broken Fang. That's going to be fun. Let's go do that. And then we have to find the Moth Priest Knight. I know where that is. So, we're heading back to the Plains of Whiterun. To Broken Fang. As you can see, the plains. And the closest would obviously be, what is it, Whiterun or is it Rorikstead? Looks like Rorikstead. Kind of right in the middle. Let's go to Rorikstead. So villages, there it is. Sunlight, no, nothing with sunlight. You're not a vampire. You don't have to worry about it. You are flagged as undead, so silver and fire you're weak to. But that's it. No, sunlight doesn't have any effect on you. Just like sunlight doesn't have any effect on Draugr. Ah, damn it. Go get the kitty. Oh. Vampires. Oh, they're Volkihar vampires.
Oh man, we're gonna get like so many fucking adventures. Dude,
yeah,
let's go tag team some bitches. Eh? You want to go tag? You don't want to?
There's a lot of them.
Let's go exploring some shit. That's the next best thing.
One down. I saw that. Give me a sec. Give me a sec. Alright, apparently I can't heal myself. There we go. Damn it, Death Guards. Abbott, appreciate the follow. So I couldn't look immediately, I was too busy dealing with dum-dums. She's tough. But you're also dead.
Figured.
Figured, yeah. Take your picks. Ooh. So I guess Serana must have raised them. There's only one. Do we have a Volkihar vampire? Let's see. Oh, you take the place of my...
I'm no fan of the sun. It would be better than this.
That's a blood. Ooh, harvest the blood. What do we get? High elven blood. Let's take them too. And I believe I can have one death guard with them. But that's it. Okay. That'll be fun. Yeah, I meant to transform into my lich form. But I accidentally hit Cyclone, so... So yeah, they're gonna make their groans and do all that stuff. Totally not lich propaganda. Yeah, it's not. It's as it should be. Everything is better as a lich. Let's see if they can even catch up to me. Usually the vampires can. If I have something like a saber cat, that usually can. Oh, they're all the way back there. It's crazy. Here we are. Who are these? Here, fight your buddies. Yeah.
Just a scratch. God, no. I'm prepared to negotiate my surrender.
Oh, they don't even see me. This is the best part.
You won't live to see.
That's awesome. Bandit Digger Captain. Was he healing? Wow, that really takes forever. That's annoying. How about no? Oh, now the vampires. Oh, it's just Serana. Fine. Those other two vampires. Oh well. In we go. Out of curiosity, Strudel, what is my uptime at right now? If you don't mind. Because I wanted to end time, you know, because Karn, I think, does his at 2. So it's about 2 hours from now. So let that fight. What I'll do is I'll put Grand Healing and Power of the Master.
Here we go.
I'll just stay hidden. We'll have my Death Guards. Now Serana's gonna aggro them if she keeps doing that. Give him some Ebony Flesh as well. Go back to Grand Healing. He can't see. I'm hidden, so 322. Thank you. Thank you.
Still remember how to fight.
Good job, boys.
Fine. Aha! And now you die. This is my hunting ground.
This is your hunting ground, huh? I don't know about that. He's the one that we got to kill. Serana and the boys are just gonna take him out. Watch this. Oh. Alright. I spoke too soon.
Going to enjoy killing you.
Yeah, that will teach you. Ancient Nightmaster. And an ash pile. Serana doing her her thing. I hate when she does this. You good now?
Right behind you.
Still have all your stuff?
This better not be all the things you just can't be bothered.
Thorwolf. How's it hanging? Yeah, I was. And then I just decided,
Don't worry.
no, it's
We'll
fun.
find the glade.
I know we'll find the glade. Now here comes the fun part. Ooh, look at that. She got some good stuff. Whatever didn't get turned into ash, including that guy. Hopefully I can raise him. And they're included with my death guards. Now some of them may glitch out. Yeah, it's funny. I think that's gonna buff my health up too. Let's see. Now 1991. It's about average. Human heart. Nope. We have here Sword of Jinxes. Glutton for punishment. Yeah, 3.5 hours and no breaks. Yep, that is true. I have not had a break yet. Let's check the massive chest to see. Shattering. Stuff we can sell. Stupid potions. Shattering we don't have. Not like it's going to do anything for my enchanting, just more enchantments for me to have. Jensen Fire 1. Okay. Let's see, what level is this guy? He's 95. How long is he going to last for? Let's see. What does Mass Reanimate, I believe. So those are my death guards. They last... Well, I cast them a while, so you can see we're well up over 30 minutes a piece for the death guards. Mass Reanimate, so we have 2 minutes, 193 seconds. Alright. So if they fall down, they fall down. Do you know what I mean? But they also deal 59% more attack damage, so... We're gonna wind up losing them, I know that. Coming through the plains, they'll never be able to keep up. Alright. She did, she shot me with a steel arrow, bitch. Alright, let's take a look here. Time. Better get a prayer in real quick. So we know how Manny Marco is. 98.9. A little bit better. Oh, and check this out. Struder, you're gonna love this.
The skies of Kaizal are mine again.
I got 2 boys. After the 5. Bagelback, what up? What was the mod that let you change? Yep, CGO. There's a stripped version of it, which I actually recommend over the original. Seems to function better. I've used them both. Probably incompatible with Anniversary if it hasn't been updated in a few years. Possibly. I would just check the requirements. As long as the requirements are met and you should be okay. I know the stripped version was up because that's the one that Vec had in his Nulvis setup, which we were using. It didn't have that stupid you go to sneak and it auto rolls you. That was I personally wouldn't use CGO for that reason alone. That and the jump animations were always wonky. I hate the leaning, like the procedural leaning from that mod. So I always have to turn it either off or at the minimum 25, which I think is like the first step up. It just makes me nauseous. But there's better stuff for animations out there than CGO. But the only downside is the grip switch. You know, like the one, like you could use a two-handed in each hand or one-handed with two hands or jump shots. But the jump archery thing is kind of stupid, in my opinion. I get it, like they do it in movies and stuff like that, but it's not very accurate with that mod. So, like the stripped version works a little bit better. I think it's just called CGO stripped with no pants. Want the ability to change the grip? There might be a mod that does that, but has like dark compatibility. That's what I'd look for personally. I'd love having two dragons. Two undead dragons at my command. They're mine. Let's see. What are we doing here? Return to Gunmar. Find the moth. Yeah, we could harvest some blood. I know Halted Stream Camp is a good place for that. We've already got High Elven blood, which is kind of the only reason to go to Halted Stream. It's one place where there's a guaranteed dead High Elf. Maybe we'll get lucky along the way. Who knows? Who's this? Afflicted. Nah, you're a Breton. We can't do anything with you. Oh, he's got fire. Look at him. Crafty little bastard. You're learning. Look at that, both the dragons going after him. That's awesome. Ritual site, huh? I could have sworn I've been here before. Ooh, there we go. Dark Elf blood. Look at all the extra minions running around. Let's go fight a mammoth. See how the two dragons do against this guy. This'll be fun. Watch this. Drain vitality. That's awesome. Get him, Durnavir. Well, I can't pick him up, so let's poison the shit out of him. That's awesome. And a soul is captured. Shepherd Commander, what up? Skysa has... Yeah, there you go. I have no idea. I thought it was cool, like when the mod first came out, I thought the jumping was going to be cool until I actually used it, and it was so wonky. Like, it was wonky looking in the showcase videos. But I'm like, alright, well, it's probably just, you know, the person that was showcasing it didn't really know how to use it. That's what I assumed. And then I tried it, and I'm like, I think I used it for maybe 15, 20 minutes, and I'm like, I ripped that shit out. I'm like, I'm not using that ever again. And like, I don't like shitting on mods because that's somebody's creation and time, you know, time and effort and stuff like that goes into it. I get that, right? But I mean, that'll just be something I personally never use. Ever. Vampires, huh? Oh yeah, you're immune to that shit, aren't you? Oof, where are they? You're dead. Good job. Septum. Septum. Who are they attacking? This guy down here.
Gods, vampires!
Dawnguard Novice Hakar.
Look, take whatever you want. I'm getting out of here.
Hey, wait a minute. Get back here.
I'm getting out of here.
Yeah, I know there were vampires. What did he give me? Did he give me his armor and stuff like that? No. He gave me something. I don't know. Maybe it was just the sound he made. Wandering mind. What's going on? Apparently it's just the grip switch, and it was updated on the 22nd of February. Yeah, he just quit. He's not part of the Dawnguard normally. I should kill him for that. This guy. Hold on, let's catch up with him. Watch a vampire just appear out of nowhere and slaughter him. So Hakar. Oh, damn it. It's because I'm doing that, I'm not hitting the console. To find an unknown. Well, that's messed up.
Help! I'm getting out of here.
I mean, there's a vampire there. I know you're getting out of here. I kind of want to... Let's see, can we pickpocket him? He doesn't have anything. He's level 25, he's a Nord. Let's see where he runs. I'm going to follow him. He's gone AWOL. He quit. Oh, I appreciate it, Wander. Yeah, I'm alright today. I'm not going to be going for too much longer, I don't think. I don't think this guy knows what he's doing. Watch him get taken out by the bandits here. Oh, I think we cleared him out. Yeah, I'm definitely not following him. Alright, screw that. Who's this? Maik? Oh, Loken.
Do be careful with that spell, will you?
Another sage telling me to be careful with the spell. The irony. Shooting star! Right over Dragon's Reach. I'm not fast enough to catch it. What are you guys looking at? Bandit Enforcer, huh?
What have you got? Gods, no!
Over
I
here.
didn't know.
Good job, boys. Have a heal. Have another heal. Bandit's captive. Amulet of Bella. Don't need that shit. Bandit Marauder Warrior. Ooh, Orc Blood. So what do we still need? We need Falmer and Bosmer. Well, we could go to Liar's Retreat. That's the only other place I know that's guaranteed. With those two. There's Shimmermist Cave, which is just Falmer. I don't know where there's another guaranteed dead Bosmer. But I know that there's definitely a Bosmer that you can kill inside of Liar's Retreat. So maybe we'll make our way there. Yeah, we're at 2:30. Alright. I think we'll do this. It's coming up on that about that time. Where's the carriage stop? Yeah, it's right up here. We'll get to the carriage stop, I think. We'll make a save. Very productive with what we're doing today. How do I always pass this thing? It's right past the... Oh, because it's on the other side of the fence. Yeah, even with Dark's Market... Ah, shit. Just a wolf? That's a ballsy wolf. Anyway. Yeah, let's make a save here. Let's see who's on. Call us at customer service. Finally call the order department. Customer service is closed on the weekend. Oh yeah, that sucks. Customer service is usually closed on the weekends though, for most, at least around here. Yeah, let's see who's on. Give me a second. Yeah, we're under 4 hours. That's perfect for me. That means I get to relax now. I'll get to actually see what Steam wanted to update. Who is doing what? Focus Break's playing Arena. Silverdrift went into ESO and Erica is still doing Skyrim. As my followed. For recommended, actually a bunch of people doing Skyrim and Elder Scrolls content today. More than some other stuff. Interesting. Sturdo, you missed. I'm able to have Durnevir and I forget how to pronounce his name. Dilanthar, the skeletal dragon, at the same time. So I could have two dragons fighting for me. One from a shout, one from a spell. It's great. I think you just went to lurk when I showed it. It'll be in the archive, so no worries. I know Erica started early. She's probably almost done. So I don't know. Maybe we'll just skip the raid today. And I'll just let you guys get on about your day. I'm going to rest up. I'm going to grab some lunch because I haven't eaten anything yet in the 8 or 9 hours I've been awake already. And then Karn should be doing his permadeath stream at 2 p.m. Eastern today. So for those of you that are curious about that, his YouTube is on my About page. So definitely go check it out. Other than that, everybody else, enjoy your day. And I am out of here. Take care. Peace.